Whoa, Friday at 10:56 p.m., a rolling suitcase bumps every porch step. A Bluetooth speaker thumps like a second heartbeat, and 5 cars are nosed along the curb like dominoes, one kissing the fire lane paint. If you've ever opened your blinds and wondered when your block became a hotel, welcome. The HOA handbook is on the counter, the neighbors are awake, and a calm cruiser is already turning onto the cul-de-sac. You're seeing what I'm seeing, right? Suitcases, coolers, an ice chest on wheels, and a Bluetooth speaker pretending it's a subwoofer. It isn't the end of the world. It's the end of quiet hours. The HOA quiet hours are 7 to 7. The city says outdoor amplified sound stops at 10. It's almost 11. I texted earlier when I saw the listing photo with our mailbox in the background. You sent, "It's just family." Family doesn't usually photograph the lockbox like it's a landmark. I'm not here to interrogate your guests. I'm here because the fire lane paint has a tire on it and because short-term rentals have a chapter in the HOA rules you promised to read when you closed. I don't care if your cousin sleeps here. I care if strangers treat our street like a loading dock every weekend. Please don't roll your eyes. I'm not the HOA president. I volunteer on compliance because I like sleep, clean curbs, and not playing hydrant Tetris. No, I'm not filming. I called the non-emergency line because the speaker was still outside after 10 and a car is overlapping the red curb. You can be mad at me or you can move the car. Both won't fix the hydrant. Headlights. That's the cruiser. Before he walks up, can we start with basics? Music off outside, guests inside, 1 car in your driveway, overflow in guest parking or the north curb. Never the red curb. Good evening, officer. Thanks for coming. We've got a late night outside. Speaker. 5 vehicles with 1 over the red curb near the hydrant, roller luggage up and down, and a suspected short-term rental against HOA minimum night rules. Noise and hydrant are yours. Rental term is ours to enforce by notice. You're confirming. Amplified sound audible across property lines after 10 must be reduced or shut down. Red curb and hydrant clearance are enforceable at all times. Thank you. He says they'll turn it down. Down isn't off. I appreciate down. At 11, off is better. And the car at the paint? Please move it fully clear of the red curb. Thank you for nodding. While your guest moves it, let's talk occupancy and parking. HOA allows up to 2 cars for a 3-bedroom, plus 2 guests in marked areas. Tonight we're at 5. You're saying they're here for a college game and will be gone by noon. Noon is fine. Night is the problem. Also, the listing screenshot I saw showed 1 night stays welcome. The HOA minimum is 30 nights. That's not a suggestion. You're glaring like I just read your diary. You listed publicly. The internet is not a diary. The HOA isn't anti-rental. It's anti-hotel on a block, because with hotels come valet, curbs, rolling carts, and cooler parades during toddler bedtime. The speaker just cut off. Thank you. Hear the quiet? That's the sound of neighbors who can still like each other tomorrow. Officer, could you document advised, noise shut down, red curb cleared, occupancy, parking counseled? You will? Appreciate it. Back to us. Here's the plan, so we don't do this again tomorrow night or next weekend. Tonight, outdoor speaker stays off. Back door closed if people laugh loud. Vehicles. 1 in driveway, 1 in front of your house, not near a mailbox or hydrant. Overflow to guest spots by the tennis court or the north curb. No wheels on red paint. Trash set out only after 6 p.m. the night before pickup. Cans back in by the evening of pickup day. Guests use your driveway, no blocking sight lines. Tomorrow before noon, please email the HOA office confirming whether this is a short-term rental listing. If it is, take it down. If family stays, add their plate numbers to your file so we don't treat them like a parade every visit. You say you need the rental money to cover a roof leak. I hear that. Let's not solve a roof with a citation. The HOA has a small fund for compliance-related hardships and a list of licensed roofers with neighbor pricing. We can help you phase repairs without converting your home into a weekend hotel. Your guest is back. The car is off the red curb. Thank you. Now the hydrant looks like a hydrant instead of a suggestion. Please tell the group, no chairs on the front. Lawn after 10, no smoking on the sidewalk, and balcony voices belong inside tonight. I'm not trying to make your guests feel unwelcome. I'm trying to keep delivery drivers from calling 911 because the street feels like a festival. You're muttering about people policing fun. If fun needs a hydrant, it's not fun, it's foam. You laugh in spite of yourself. Good. Humor is the hinge on this door. Here's what the HOA minimum stay rule tries to prevent. Variable strangers who don't learn the rhythm of the block. People who live here figure out the trash route, the mailbox dance, swim team nights, the bus stop. Weekend guests learn none of that, and park like tomorrow isn't real. Regular renters at 30 nights become neighbors. One-night stays become stories with uniforms. You didn't read that section. I believe you. It's page 27, and the font is a hate crime. Officer, can we set this up as a clear agreement for tonight and a check-in tomorrow? You'll note, voluntary compliance, advised on rental term conflict, follow-up by HOA. Perfect. Okay? To your guests who just stepped onto the porch, hi, we're not shutting down your night, we're right-sizing it. Inside voices, inside music, doors closed after 10. Cars in marked legal spaces only. The red curb is a no at all hours. If you need extra spaces, the tennis lot has 3. The north curb has more. Do not block mailboxes. Packages still arrive at midnight around here. They're nodding. Great. Also, please don't put trash bags on the curb tonight. Raccoons consider that a catered event. Use the cans and roll them out tomorrow evening if it's your pickup day. You're asking if the HOA can grandfather your listing for the rest of the month. No, but we can help you transition. You can host the family you already promised this weekend if you keep to quiet hours and legal parking. After that, take the listing down. For longer stays, you can apply for a tenant registration and we'll add a parking hanger tag. That's how we turn strangers into residents who don't block hydrants. You're deflating, not defeated. Tired. I get it. I'll even help you write the calendar closed note so you don't get cancellation fees. And because money is loud, here's a concrete tip for your roof. Document the leak, get 2 bids, and ask the HOA if the shingle color in stock is an approved match. We approve emergency repairs fast when the scope is clean. You ask if your cousin can park across your driveway apron to keep the street clear. Please don't. Fire trucks hate puzzles. Park fully in the driveway or on the legal curb. You ask if your guests can sit on the back patio with music quietly after 10. If your back patio doesn't face a neighbor's bedroom and the volume stays inside the walls, fine. If a neighbor texts that it's carrying, take it inside. We live close. Officer, could you say what happens if the red curb is used again tonight? Next time, citation. No second warning. Clear enough. Thanks. Look, I know the internet convinced you short-term rentals are easy money. In an apartment downtown, maybe, on a short street with hydrants, mailboxes, and toddlers, it's 1,000 small decisions that turn neighbors into referees. Let's not be referees. Here's me helping you keep your income where it belongs. Longer-term tenant, predictable cars, quiet nights, repair fund that doesn't rely on bachelor parties guessing how to parallel park. Your guests are bringing in pizza boxes. That's fine. Please keep boxes inside so the street cats don't endorse your listing with 5 meows. I'm going to text you a summary now so we both have receipts for our memories. Tonight. Outside. Speaker off. Doors closed. Vehicles. 1 driveway, 1 legal curb. Overflow to guest spots or north curb. Never on red curb or at hydrant. No mailbox blocking. Trash only on pickup eve. No smoking on sidewalk. Tomorrow. Email HOA about listing. Remove one-night option. Register any long-term tenant. Explore roof fund roofer list. Officer documented noise advisory and hydrant clearance. Voluntary compliance. Reply, agree. So I know we're on the same page. Thank you. Got your agree. Officer, you have what you need? Card with incident number so we cite the same stars if someone forgets? Thanks. You ask whether your guests can use the pool tomorrow. Yes with you present, guest limit applies, wristbands at the office. No, the wristband from last year won't do. New color each season. I'll send you the link. You ask if the HOA really reads listing sites. We don't stalk. We respond when screenshots show up in the group chat with our block in the photo. It's a small internet. You ask if you can put a sign in the window that says no parties. You can put a sign. The better sign is the calendar set to 30-night minimums and you meeting new renters in daylight with a parking plan, the quiet hours, and your number on their phone. I'll even share a script we use for long-term tenants. Here's your parking hanger tag. Guest spots are first come. Quiet after 10. Text me before you improvise. We like you. Keep it boring. You grin. Boring sounds good suddenly. Your guests have drifted inside. Someone turned on a movie. The house looks like a house again, not a venue. You're still on the porch with that, how did we get here look. We got here because roofs leak and the internet is persuasive. We get out by writing a plan and living in it. Tomorrow morning, text me at 9 with the email you sent to the office. I'll make sure it lands with the right folder tab. Deal. Okay, I'm heading in. My baby monitor is finally just waves, not bass. My coffee tomorrow will taste like cooperation. And hey, next time you host actual family, text me first. I'll tell you which nights guest parking is a war zone and which nights it's a ghost town. You might even get my secret, don't block the mailman map. It's basically modern art with arrows. Good night. Sleep without playlists. We'll talk tomorrow at 9 about that listing and those shingles. And if any car noses the red paint again, I call before I type. If I can't reach you, the ticket writes itself. We're neighbors first. Let's act like it. For everyone watching, what's your take? Should HOA boards push strict 30-night minimums to keep blocks from becoming hotels, or allow well-managed short stays with extra rules? And how would you handle hydrant clearance and guest parking when a house hosts more people than it was built for? Drop your fixes, your scripts for welcoming renters, and your best quiet hours hacks in the comments. So the next midnight on our street is a whisper. Not a soundtrack. It's morning now, 8:42 a.m., and the street looks like Saturday. Instead of a checkout lane, you're out front with a trash bag and that responsible face people make when they survived a conversation that could have gone worse. I'm walking the dog. He's sniffing last night's pizza scent like it's a memoir. You wave. We don't flinch. That's progress. I want to check 2 things before the day gets busy. Your email to the HOA and your plan. For the next booking request, if a platform pings, you pull out your phone and show me the draft. It says you'll remove the 1 night. Option and request guidance on tenant registration. For minimum 30 nights. Plus ask about the roofer list. That's the note. Send it. Add 1 line. I will not host additional short stays. I acknowledge the HOA minimum term and will comply. That sentence turns fog into road. Also, the parking plan we texted last night, write it on a sticky note and tape it to the inside of your front door. Driveway first. Legal curb if full. Guest lot if overflow. Never red curb. Never mailbox. Quiet after 10. Text neighbor if unsure. It sounds silly. It works when your cousin's cousin arrives at 11:06, with optimism and no context. You ask about a small U.S. flag. Bracket you want to mount near the porch. Yes, fine. Keep it in good shape and not blocking the carrier's reach. Federal law protects it. HOA aligns. You ask about a front door camera. Allowed. Keep the audio announcements low at night. The robot voice startled half the block last month at 12:15. We all prefer a gentle chime to a courtroom transcript. Your phone dings. The platform sent weekend request, 2 nights, 4 guests. You stare like you feel the money and the migraine at once. Decline, then close the calendar. Add a message that your community requires 30-night minimums per HOA rules. If they press, offer to refer them to a hotel near the highway that has elevators built for ice chests and speakers that don't live outdoors. You hit decline. I can feel your roof sigh from here. I promise, a quiet block is worth something. It's not cash, but it spends like sanity. About insulation, you mentioned your back patio reflects sound under the upstairs eave. If you keep having family over, add an outdoor rug and soft seat cushions. They swallow echo. Tiny moves, big peace. And if your cousin insists on a playlist, hand him a small Bluetooth speaker and make him stand next to it. The radius of sound shrinks. Magic that isn't magic. The officer rolls through day shift now. He slows and lowers the window. Everything good? Yes. You show your phone, the sent email, the declined weekend. He gives a quick nod and a lighter smile than last night. He mentions parking enforcement swings by the hydrant more often the week after school starts. People forget summer is over. Consider the eyebrow-raised emoji installed on the curb. We laugh. You ask about trash. It's not your pickup day. Should guests put pizza boxes out inside the bin anyway? Flatten them and tuck inside. Raccoons audit sloppy bins. You share that your mom thinks HOAs kill joy. Tell her we aim for joy that sleeps by 10 and doesn't set the hydrant on fire. You snort. That's the sound of an alliance forming. One more thing. Your listing photos still show the house number and the street sign in the same frame. Blur those. The internet doesn't need a map. Also, clear the porch of welcome party signs. A normal welcome rug reads as home, not venue. You ask if you can keep hosting the book club once a month if everyone parks legally and leaves by 10. Please do. Book clubs keep people human. Also, book clubs bring muffins, which make HOA emails hurt less. Later at noon, I see 2 of last night's guests leaving with rolling suitcases. They wave an apology that looks genuine. I wave a neighborly, "We're fine," you. Roll the bin into the side yard and latch the gate with new determination. That latch sounds like progress in a small metal click. You text at 1:03 p.m. The HOA replied, "Received," asked for the listing link, and sent the roofer list and tenant registration form. I thumbs up. Then I send you a sample welcome text for when you do get a long-term renter. Welcome aboard. Driveway first, then legal curb in front of our house. Guest lot for overflow. Quiet after 10. If you need tools or local info, text me. If something breaks, text owner and CC me so we can coordinate quickly. Pool bands at office with ID. Trash days are Tuesday a.m. Cans out after 6 p.m. Monday. Inside Tuesday night. Thanks for helping keep our block calm. You reply, copying that, and for a second I believe in templates the way people believe in vitamins. I add one last bit for the long term. If you have family visit, text me the plate numbers to avoid confusion. No red curb, no mailbox ever. We like firefighters and mail carriers happy. You say you'll print it and tape it in the pantry. I say that's where rules go to become habits. At dusk, porch lights tick on, warm white shielded down. No glow in bedrooms. Good. A small garden flag moves in the breeze. It's not a brand. It's stripes and stars. The street smells like burgers and cut grass instead of cold pizza and adventure. That's the neighborhood we chose and the one we keep. Night comes. No speaker. No roller suitcases. Just a door closed with a gentle click. I sleep like someone who won the quiet lottery and didn't have to cash it. And if we ever slip again, because people slip, text first, then knock, then call non-emergency if safety's in play. That order keeps the cruiser a mediator, not a hammer. Thanks for picking the same team as the block.